The city coughed up another grey, rain-slicked evening, same as all the others. He sat alone, a ghost in a trench coat, nursing a drink that had long lost its chill. The room was a murky aquarium of smoke and shadows, and in his hand he held the only piece of her that remained, a photograph, its edges softened by time and touch. Her smile in the picture was a distant sun, a warmth he could no longer feel. He stared at it, letting the ghosts of yesterday flood the silence. It all came back in waves, sharp and sudden. Their first laugh, caught in a sudden downpour that washed the city streets clean, their reflections dancing in the shimmering asphalt. He remembered the feel of her hand in his as they ran for cover, her hair plastered to her face, eyes bright with a joy so pure it felt like a stolen jewel. Then there was the jazz club, a hazy den of blue notes and whispered secrets. He'd held her close on the dance floor, moving as one to the mournful cry of a saxophone. Her head rested on his shoulder, and in that moment the world outside, with its looming headlines and unspoken fears, simply ceased to exist. They had quiet moments too, stolen afternoons on a park bench, watching the leaves turn from green to gold, their silence more profound than any words. He'd believed those moments would stretch into a lifetime. But shadows have a way of creeping in, of stretching and twisting until they swallow the light. The laughter faded, replaced by a heavy quiet that filled the space between them. He remembered the argument, not the words. They were lost to the years, but the feeling. It was a silent, bitter war fought with averted gazes and rigid shoulders. They stood on opposite sides of a chasm that had opened up without warning, their reflections distorted in the rain-streaked window pane. He saw his own ambition mirrored in the tense line of his jaw. He saw her dreams of a simpler life in the sorrow that clouded her eyes. They were two trains on parallel tracks, heading in opposite directions, the distance between them growing with every beat of their broken hearts. He placed the photograph face down on the polished wood of the bar, the image of her smile too heavy to hold. A single hot tear escaped, tracing a lonely path down his cheek, a testament to a love that was now just a collection of memories. He turned away from the ghost in the picture and faced the window. Outside, the city lights blurred into a constellation of indifferent stars, each one a reminder of a future they would never share. The rain continued its steady rhythm against the glass, a somber percussion for a love story that had played its final, heartbreaking note.